Hi, I'm Miss Rita.
And I'm Miss Dee.
And this is
Size of a Podcast.
Welcome.
Miss Rita.
Miss Dee.
What's our topic for today?
I believe it's social and psychology.
Ooh, what that mean?
What do you mean? You came up with the topic.
It means that we're going to talk about real stuff, feelings, behaviors of us, of people. We're hoping it's going to create some conversations. I'm hoping that you're going to, as a viewer, look inside yourself and ask yourself the same questions like, dang, do I do that? Am I a fucked up person?
Maybe not a fucked up person, but a person who needs some healing.
Sensual healing? Listen, I can fuck my problems away. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one of the signs of bipolar, actually. Yeah.
So if I want some dick because I'm sad,
it's like a manic behavior. You can even have excessive shopping, or you could do a lot of having sex.
All right.
It's a lot of things that can go or fall underneath bipolar disorder type 1 or type 2.
I know I'd be bipolar because I'd be like, and next thing I'd be like, oh, calm down, girl. And then I start laughing because it's like, I got to get myself happy. I got to keep happy.
You got to keep happy. Huh?
Got to keep happy.
Exactly.
So you want to start it off? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, sometimes it's just all about, how you got to find your coping mechanisms, and then you have to find out when, you're having these moments, and sometimes you might catch it too. You might catch it as long as you catch it. But yeah, but go ahead. You can start.
I can start.
When do you think this, baby?
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. So these questions is based, like, it just had me thinking, I'm a truck driver. And so when I'm driving down the road, I be really thinking like, dang, right?
You just have a lot of time to think. I know.
Oh my gosh. Overthink. It's really unhealthy a little bit.
My mind just go 1,000 miles per hour, especially if I'm sitting there by myself.
Yes. If I'm not on the phone, it's giving me way too much time to think. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here is my first question. Miss Rita and the viewers. Do you feel like you provide a safe space for people to be comfortable to talk about you to you? And let me know if you need me to rephrase that or elaborate.
Say no. I feel like I do provide a safe space, but I feel like it could also be better.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I want anyone, if they have an issue with me or if they see something about me, a flaw or whatever, I feel like you can come to me and you can tell me about myself. Or if you want to, you could just,
what? You could what?
You could just, I want you to be comfortable and open to come talk to me.
Right.
And I try not to get so defensive.
Yeah.
But if I feel like, if I disagree, I'm going to disagree right then and there.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you disagree, and you try not to be so defensive.
Yeah.
So let me try to piggyback off of that answer a little bit. So when you say defensive, like, even if you don't disagree, like, kind of like you don't receive, like, do you receive what the person is saying? Or do you kind of like have that guard up right away? Like, no, you're trying to attack me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think I have a guard up, mister?
I feel like it depends on the topic. I feel like if it has to do with your character, like a lot of people, I feel like you got that guard up. But if it has to do with something like minute, like, say your hair, your clothes, I don't know, something small like that, then I don't see you being as defensive. But when it comes to your character, you don't be having it.
Name a time.
Okay. For instance, if I say, hey, Miss Rita, I think you're manipulative. If I say, hey, Miss Rita, I think you're manipulative, right? And then automatically, instead of you saying, okay, how or what, or, you know, who, what, where, when, why, or how do you feel that way? How did you come to that conclusion? Let's talk about it. Instead of you giving that open forum for someone to feel comfortable to come and talk to you, you'd be like, the fuck you mean?
I feel like, no, I feel like the way I joke, I do come off like, yeah, what the fuck you mean? But then, but I feel like if a person truly knows me, they should know that I'm joking.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, all right, so why do you feel like I'm this way?
Right.
I don't think I just go and just be like, oh, what the fuck you mean? And then that's it.
Right.
Like, do you feel like we've been friends for a few years now?
Right.
Did you ever feel like you couldn't come and talk to me and address me about an issue?
It depends how deep, like I said. Like, there are times where I'm like, recently. Well, not super recent, but maybe about a month or so ago. It's probably been that long now. It was just like, I needed you to, like, just do more, like, as a friend or whatever, as a business partner. And it was just like, you was very resistant to me. And it was just like, I'm like, for me, it was kind of like, you know, it's natural for us to think about ourselves. And then, you know, I'm trying to be patient and understanding, but then you have to think, I'm thinking about myself. Whereas, you know, my weakness is being overwhelmed. And so if I'm like, Miss Rita, like, I'm drowning, and you're just kind of like, I got some shit to do. So it's just like, and that's where I felt like, damn, we weren't getting anywhere for a while. And it was just like, I needed you. And so it took a little bit for you to, like, open up and be like, okay.
Well, I'm going to
slightly
disagree with that.
Okay.
I feel like, around a month or two ago, I feel like I was very, open and, you know, transparent with you about the life, obstacles that I was facing. And it's just like, I felt like you were a little pushy and, you know, and that's sometimes works for us because it's like, I know I'm a procrastinator and then it's like, sometimes you're,
impulsive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, but it's like, hey, you know, then I feel like you've seen everything that was hitting me back to back. And it was just like, all right, well, in my mind, I felt like you were saying, fuck what you got going on.
Yeah.
This is what I want right now. And it's just like, I feel like you wasn't being, as supportive as I was, or, you know, as I needed you to be.
Yeah.
Like, once again, I told you, like, I had gotten into a car accident. They totaled my car out. Then, you know, I had the battle between trying to get a rental and, you know, having to drive every day all an hour and a half away to work and stuff like that. Then it was just like, you know, of course, my bills were still coming in. My job was talking crazy. Then I caught COVID.
Oh,
so I
my
had to,
gosh.
you know, take off of work for a few days and stuff like that. And it was just like, I guess you're not used to me being sick and I guess in a vulnerable space.
Yeah.
So it's just like you couldn't adapt to what was going on with me. I feel like
when it comes to strength and perseverance, I see a lot of myself in you. And so it's like, keep going, Miss Rita, keep going, Miss Rita. And even though I wasn't saying that, I was giving you that energy. Like, keep going. You can't stop and cry sometimes. So, like, it's okay to cry.
It's like, I don't cry. So it's like, if
I'm not.
Stop to cry. It should be okay. Because it's like, I'm always constantly keep going.
Right.
It's like, if I screw up or if something go wrong with me, I don't have a fallback plan. I can't
exactly.
who I can turn to. You know, when things go wrong with me, I got a house I got to maintain. I have a car. I have a son and stuff like that. So if shit don't go well, I could lose all that. And then where do I go from there?
Right. So I just I kind of saw you in a space as well. And, you know, I'm not always the most emotional or empathetic to speak. So it's just like, I feel like the way I handle certain situations, it may not be like maybe the best way, or it may not be something people is used to, but I guess just had that, like, let's go, Miss Rita, keep going, like, just keep going on. Like, I didn't want you to sit and dwell like, damn, I don't got no car, and just sit there for days. Cause I know how depression can get you.
It's just like, I feel like, to be honest, I feel like that was God's way of trying to sit me down for a moment.
Right.
I felt like, you know, before I was just on this high horse, like, you know, I'm out here, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm out here.
And my boss says, bitch.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like that was his way of trying to humble me. Yeah. Respectfully. Because it was just like, all right, maybe my pride was getting a little too big.
Right.
Or whatever. So I felt like, you know, his way was to humble me, was to, like, you know, he had to take from me and see and tell me and let me know that shit can just be taken away from me. Or whatever.
I felt that.
Like, I was like, once again, it was like, I just kept getting these minor issues at work, which could have resulted in termination or whatever, just for some small shit. And it's just like, it was just probably me being a little too cocky for myself. Yeah. Where it was just like, all right, bitch, pause. And I needed that moment to just be, I guess,
in your feelings.
In my feelings.
But it's like, how long?
I never have that time to do it, because it's like, we're constantly going. No matter what, we're constantly going.
Because we're single moms, right?
We can't be weak. We can't appear to be weak. That's a flaw, I guess, in a sense.
So,
is a weak trait, I guess, to appear vulnerable or weak. So it's just like, I think around that time, I just needed that space.
Right. But it's like, for me, it was like, okay, you know, I suffer with like depression and PTSD. And so I was wondering, in my mind, I was like, okay, I'll try not to call her so much today, tomorrow, whatever. But it's like, after a while, it's like, damn, how many days do you need? Because, no, seriously, because it's like, if you get too many days and you stay in that space, I know it can happen, because that's happened to me so many times, and I stay away from it. And so I guess it was me understanding how shit could get. And I was like, no, I can't let her do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't let her go there. We have to keep going. Like, no matter what, just go. And it's like, you said God is showing you something, but you were getting plenty of DMs like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys just jumped out there and just did it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, even though you was like, no, let's wait. It's like, we did it and we got it out there, and you got so many compliments for that, because people admire that shit.
Right.
So it's like, I tell you all the time, let us balance each other out. Like, don't, like, I won't. Sometimes I'll push back on you, but for the most time, I let you be you. You're the financial person in this business and stuff. So it's like, I let you be financial. If you tell me, no, we can't buy this, I'm like, well, fuck, we can't buy this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we have to allow each other to be in our roles. And that is literally my role, is to push, is to jump.
And it's my role to kind of pull it back and tell you, you need to slow the fuck down and chill out.
Right.
So
it's like, how much at that moment though, it was like, how much?
Right. But you know,
we pulled through.
Just let me get my time. I just had to slowly get my stuff back in order.
We pulled through though. That it was good. Like, we pulled through.
I'm back. I'm strong again. And,
exactly.
You know, I'm out here shining.
Like you never left.
Exactly.
Right. And I had to keep that in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, listen, I got depression. So I already know.
Okay, so basically, you mentioned just how you allowed your trauma to kind of linger over to me a little bit, because you was afraid that, you know, I was going to somehow experience what you was going through. Do you feel like you are fully resolved from your trauma?
I feel like, as far as my trauma goes, we both could agree. I do say it like a fucking stand-up comedy show, and it's just like, when it comes to my trauma, I'm able to just let it flow off my tongue. And I don't show emotion when I talk about my trauma. I'm very open. I could talk to anybody about it. But the most thing I try to do is learn from my mistakes. When it comes to sexual predators, I try to learn from my mistakes, even with my child. When it comes to people taking advantage of me, I try to learn from my mistakes. And I'm always constantly not like dwelling on my trauma, but like keeping it in the back of my mind, because I really don't want certain things to happen again. Like, I'm really a big person on like, okay, this can't happen again. You know what I mean? For instance, like one time I was homeless at one point. It's like, I can't let that happen again. So that go, that was a part of, you know, when you let things go for too long, when you let things slip for too long, bills still come in. You're absolutely right.
Yes, the world does not stop.
Yes.
Because you got shit.
Because you sad.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. It's just going to keep going and keep going.
Right. And I needed you to know that.
And I knew that. It's like, I did it. Shit, once again.
Mm-hmm.
Some bills, it was not stopping.
Didn't.
So, yeah, you know, I'm pulled through. You pull through. You're pulling through.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And we just can't let it just set us back or whatever.
Exactly.
Chugging along.
And that's the only thing I was thinking. So yeah, when it comes to my trauma, I wouldn't say like I'm like super affected by it, but it's definitely in the back of my mind. So I don't want certain things to, I don't want history to repeat itself. I don't want to go through what I went through. I don't want anyone else near me to go through what I went through, including my child. So I'm trying my best, but I still have flaws even now.
Right. So I feel like because of the trauma, I feel like sometimes you're, I don't want to say overreact more in a situation, or it's just like you kind of think the worst.
Yeah.
All the time.
Right.
Could you explain why, I guess?
Okay. So I feel like it kind of works, and I'll explain why. If you expect, or if you think, if you keep negativity, like, I don't want to say keep negativity in your mind. That's not the case. But if you constantly think about what could go wrong, you'll constantly avoid it. For instance, when I'm driving, every time I'm driving, I'm like, I could possibly get into an accident today. So let's make sure, like, it reassures me, like, okay, let's make sure I'm being super vigilant. It's like a pep talk, I guess. Like, you could get into an accident today. You could not go home to your child. You could, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm like just being a negative person. It's just like, it's kind of like a safety, like coping mechanism type of thing. Like, okay, I have to drive safe. Like, it just reminds me, I guess. It's a reminder. So it's not that I'm just staying in a negative space. It's I'm being preventing, I guess. Like, hey, you know, my child, there's sexual predators out here, so my child could be subject to it. So, hey, let me double check who I'm bringing around her. Let me double check their background. Let me double check the people that I trust around her.
Yeah, because I know sometimes I get where you're coming from sometimes, but sometimes I'm like, well, damn. Yeah. Like, hey, you just met a guy, so yeah, are you a pedophile?
Yeah. Yo.
It's like, damn.
Yeah. Like, because like my mom at once upon a time didn't believe me because she was in love or she liked this man. So it was just like, there are moms out there that don't believe you because they're so blinded by love. So it's just like,
what's the love?
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was safety. I don't know if it was money. I don't know what was going on, but it's just like, it's not like a negative thing. It's more of a preventing thing. Like, for instance, I sometimes I think like, damn, if I get too depressed, if I stay depressed for too long, I can go into a dark hole. And it's just like, every time I get the inkling of like, oh, fuck, I'm sad. And I'm like, whoa, bitch, if you stay sad for too long, or you stay in this moment for too long, things could get very real. And that, like, that has been helping me for years. I'm talking about damn near 10 years. 10 years is the last time I really sunk into my emotions and feelings and was like, you know, I couldn't take it no more. But ever since I had my daughter, it was like, I constantly got to remind myself of the negative to stay positive, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's not that I'm like in a negative headspace. It's like, this is what is it? What's the saying? Hope for the best and expect the worst. Expect the worst and hope for the best. That is what I do. Exactly what I do every day. Expect the worst and hope for the best. That's perfect.
But it's just like, sometimes I feel like you can't go through life always expecting something's going to go wrong. I feel like you use that motto, with everything, with your relationships, with maybe your child, your work, or what. I feel like you use it when it's like, sometimes look at the positivity of life.
Yes.
Sometimes.
No, like, I totally take a step back. Like, every here and there, I might be like, damn, I'm pretty blessed, to be honest. Like, I'm going through shit. I'm trying to stay above water, baby, but it's just like, I'm super blessed. Like, I have a vehicle, I got a place, I got a bed, I got food in the house. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about a religion thing, but just like, you know, I'm grateful to have these things. And yes, it's all off of my own back, but it's like, I am grateful, you know what I'm saying? And I do take a step back a lot, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's not always negative, but it is like, I live by that motto. It's like, expect the worst and hope for the best. And with relationships, for like 9 times out of 10, let's be honest, 9 times out of 10 is not going to work. It's just like,
see, that's the negativity right there.
Come on now. Most of your relationships didn't work. Is that right? Yes, it is.
Most undeniably. Of my relationships probably didn't work too. It's like, I'm not going to always blame the other person. I have to take responsibilities for the part or the roles that I play.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it was their fault. Like, I'm just saying it don't work 9 times out of 10. Now, the time that it does work, you might get married and live happily ever after. But there's some times where you get married and it's not happily ever after, you get divorced. So it's just like, it's not that, once again, I'm hoping for the best.
All right.
But expecting the worst. So, do you have any traits about yourself that people may dislike, but you feel is absolutely necessary for you to keep your overall well-being? Let me know if you need me to elaborate.
I feel like people could probably feel like I'm an overthinker.
Mm-hmm.
I could be very opinionated. I feel like I could be very persuasive and convincing.
Manipulation. That's it. And you see, she uses persuasive. I say manipulation. But go ahead. Yeah,
I don't think it's manipulation.
It's just a stigma behind. It's just a stigma behind a word. But I don't think manipulation is always bad, because women naturally, you know, try to persuade to get what they want. Sex workers and everything. So it's just like, that's a natural trait of, like, I guess, like, certain people. And I don't think it's always negative, but there's a stigma behind it. You're right.
Yeah.
For instance, just now you said that, you know, it seems that I always think negative, right? And that might be a little troubling for you, or you may not like that trait, but I feel it's absolutely essential to my survival, because I've been going all this time with it, and I feel like I need to keep that mindset, like, expect the worst and hope for the best, because it keeps me safe. It keeps everybody safe. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's absolutely necessary for me to keep, even though, despite people not liking that trait. Do you get what I mean?
Okay, so I think my trait is basically will be expecting everyone to be who they are. I feel like lots of people have the tendency of disappointing me or letting me down, and it's just like, all right. It's like when so if you're meeting a new person, I'm just expecting you to probably do some sucker ass shit or some fucked up shit.
Oh, you think negative?
Yeah, I think negative about these. It's not even, and it's, I feel like I try to have positive expectation of people, but it's like, also, I just got to remember, like, everyone isn't me, and I know how I am. I can't expect everyone to be as genuine or, you know, nice as I am. And so when I try to trust people, it's like I gotta trust them to cross me, in a sense. So do you feel abandoned in life?
So 100% I feel like no man is in my life and stays in my life. Even when, like, I have a father figure who was our uncle, and at one point I also felt like he left me as well, because I was in foster care, and it was like, when I was in foster care, I didn't receive any phone calls from the men in my life, or, you know, probably like once. I was in foster care for 6 years. It was like maybe once or twice, you know what I mean? Very, very, very small in those, you know, in that large amount of time as a child did I get like phone calls from men in my life. So once again, even from my father figure, my uncle, I also feel a little bit abandoned by him at some point. My father, he's gone. He's never been there. Definitely feel abandoned by him. My mother is a piece of shit. Definitely feel abandoned by her. And then my aunt, the one who's married to my uncle, same situation. Like when I was in those 6 years, I've only gotten like a couple of phone calls, and I definitely felt some type of way. So I was in Boston and I didn't really have a lot of family out there. And so it's just like all my family that was in Philly just kind of like, I don't want to say they forgot about me, but they damn sure didn't wish me a Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Or they didn't say happy birthday, here's a gift, or nothing like that, or any, just a call. So yeah, I would definitely say I feel abandoned. And like my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, is the one that called, we call it child protective service on me. So I guess I could feel abandoned by that as well, because she kind of like gave me up and kind of like felt like, no, like I'm done. Like, and it was for a ridiculous reason. I'll probably get into that later. But yeah, 100%. But however, let me rebuttal that. I'm not sure if that affects me a whole lot in my adulthood. I would say that maybe it puts me on edge about people, kind of like, damn, you're gonna leave me anyway, bitch. So just like, it puts me on edge, but I wouldn't say like, I don't know. Like, I know that my daughter would never leave me. I think that's like the only thing I'm sure about, I guess.
All right. So would you feel like they 9 times out of 10, if someone enters your life, that most likely they're going to leave or so?
I don't think I feel that way, because I've had, as I entered adulthood, I've had people right now. I just told you earlier, I have a best friend, who I've known since geometry class in 10th grade. And I guess you could kind of say he didn't abandon me, but when I was in foster care, we also didn't talk that much. But there's people in my life that's been in my life for half of my life, and I'm comfortable with those people. I have another friend who's in Boston right now. I've known since 7th grade. I don't feel like she's going anywhere. So I can't necessarily say that. Definitely when it comes to men though, like probably, yeah.
So, all right. So I think you said, with your aunt and uncle, you have a better relationship with them now, but do you still feel some type of way because, do you still feel a way about them not reaching out to you? Like, do you still hold that against them?
Them specifically, like I've had deep conversations. I'm talking about tears conversations with them, and they have a side too. They have their side of it. And so I got to hear it, and it was like, they had, issues with the decisions I may have made as a child, which I didn't know any better, but they were hurt too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say that they were like holding against me and that's why they didn't call me, but they were hurt. You know what I'm saying? And they're only human, and I get that. So I didn't understand it back then, but I definitely understand it better now. So I don't think I hold it against them. I feel like maybe slightly, it may have like made me angry altogether that people didn't really reach out to me like that. I would say the person I'm angry at most though is my mother. Like nobody owes me like my mother, and nobody abandoned me like my mother. So it's like she gets all of that anger, all of that, you know what I'm saying, all that hurt. Yeah.
Let's say she decided to come back and say, Miss D, I really fucked up, and I want to try to resolve our issues and move forward. Like, yeah, I know I can't take the past back, but I'm willing to try to build a future with you. Would you accept it?
It's likely not. And the only reason why I wouldn't accept it is because I have tried countless times to call a truce with her and be like, hey, we had some ups and downs, but you have a grandchild now. Like, hey, if you was a shitty ass mom, how about you try to be a better grandma? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've tried to call plenty of truths with her, and she's still not mature. I'm talking mid 40s, damn near 50, and she's still not mature. So I feel like that's kind of like in there. You know what I'm saying? And not only do I feel like that's not going to go anywhere, I also feel like she feels a way about me that she's not willing to admit. Just like she's not willing to admit the things she's done wrong. Like, I don't think that she likes me as a person. Or it may be a little bit of a jealousy as well, because shit, at 19, I was already more successful than her. You know what I'm saying? At 19. And it's just like, she probably feels like, fuck, like, you've been through a lot, girl. And you was able to push through. You know what I mean? You was able to take care of your kid. You're still your kid's life. You know what I'm saying? You was able to do this shit.
That's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to, life is going to throw you a bunch of rocks, stones, obstacles. It's like you got to jump through hoops. You got to probably crawl under fire.
Why are you pushing the mic away from you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. You probably got to crawl underneath fire and everything. But life is not the freak easy. It's not easy at all.
Right. But she copped out, bro.
Right.
She copped out as a mom.
It's not for the weak.
Well,
and everyone isn't nurturing or maternal. Like, it's like, if it's not in you, I guess it's not in you.
I don't know, because if I'm being 100% honest, it's really not in me either. It's like, psychologically,
it's in you because you do it. It's like whatever you want to tell yourself or whatever, you sit there every day, because you could have just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and whatever. True. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that. So it's something in you that knows, like, you got to do what you got to do.
I feel like as far as being a mother, the most thing that I tell myself, my mommy mantra is like, for one, nobody is going to do this little girl like I'm going to do this little girl, because she came from me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to give her what I can give her, and I might not give her the best, but I damn sure give her pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I give it to her pretty good. So it's like, nobody's going to do her like I'm going to do her. That's for one. And for two, she's my responsibility. Like, yes, she's her father's responsibility as well, but I'm a thorough person, and I'm not running away from no responsibilities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's just like, your mentality or just who you are it's not going to allow you. So that already makes you better than most of these moms who probably, just let their kids go in a foster system or whatever, just let anything happen. You go above and beyond to protect your child.
You made this drink a little strong, didn't you?
You asked me to make it a little strong.
Yeah. You're trying to get the juice tonight.
You asked me or whatever.
Dang. I'm sitting there like, I ain't even done. Yeah. All right. But yeah, like, I don't want to run away from my responsibilities. I don't think that's thorough. And I pride myself on being a real nigga. Let me stop.
Gang.
No, I pride myself on being authentic. I pride myself on being, having integrity. And so I'm not going to run away from my responsibility, even though these men do it. Lord knows these men do it. But
we ain't even going to talk about that.
Yeah, so that is that. Yeah, I just want to run away from my responsibility. Do you think you're able to take on someone else's problems or listen to their problems and compartmentalize to make sure it doesn't overwhelm you in your life problems? And let me know if you need me
Before, a couple of years, I felt like I was a superhero.
Yes.
I feel like, I can solve whatever problem you're having.
Oh, okay.
If a person needed a place, here, come stay with me.
Right.
If, you needed a few, here, you could have some money or whatever. And, I felt like, I was constantly doing it where I did it for, maybe a couple of years where it just made me hit like, I guess a real bad space where I had to go seek out therapy because it was just like, what the fuck? Whew, it was overwhelming. Like, yes. So I felt like it was a time where I would make everybody else's problems my problems. And then I had to realize, like, you know, I can't save everybody.
Yes, exactly.
I can't save everybody because when it comes down to it, when I need saving, who's going to save me? And I can't look as only person that I feel like, you know, was who my saviors who I can go to. I'm sorry. Only person I feel like I can go to when I felt like I'm drowning was my dad.
Yeah.
My mom and my cousin.
Yeah.
At the time. Well, she's still my cousin. Shit.
I was like, you out here disclaiming.
Was my cousin. Yeah. And I felt like, you know, whether my cousin was just given a listening arm or whatever. I mean, ear shit. Given a listening ear or whatever. Or, you know, my dad is like, you know, he's my rock.
Yeah. And
he sit there and whatever problems he's just listening to me talk. Or if I say, hey, you know, he's my person who I can go to for anything.
Right.
And he don't judge me.
Yeah.
And I think when I had that moment where it felt like I just wanted to get up and just go.
Mm-hmm. Go where?
Out of Philadelphia.
Oh shit! Out the cause girl, you got simple.
Yeah. Out of Philadelphia. Okay. Out of just like being around those people, like just in general, I just wanted to be by myself. Like I wanted to just be me and my son, and we go live on somebody's farm or something.
Oh, farm, okay.
I wanted to be a farmer's person, give me some cows and sheep and hens and whatever. I just was over that whole life, and it was just like I don't want to be bothered with nobody.
Yeah,
I don't want nobody's problems. Mm-hmm. I just want to go and just be me and my son. And now when people come, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I don't know what you want from me at this point.
Period. I physically don't even got it. I'm not bullshit. I'm serious. I don't have it.
I don't got no space for you to live in.
I don't have it.
No money to give. My main thing is, I'm sorry. What I say now is, I ain't even got, I'm broke. Well, you got it in your say, I'm broke. I ain't even got it. Dang, you know what? My bills. Dang, my son. And it's just like, once again.
Yeah.
Nobody just think about, hey, you were a single mom.
Yo.
I just feel like, fuck what you got going on. I need you.
Yeah.
And that's how it be sometimes.
Right.
And I just had to, become awoke to that.
When did you do that? Like, was that like recently or was that a couple years ago when you went to therapy? How was that?
It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
And it was a work in progress. I feel like I'm more better at saying no.
Yeah.
I don't have it now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like, it wasn't overnight. It didn't happen overnight.
Okay.
Because I feel like, dang, because some people really be coming to you with sad sob stories or whatever. They really do. It's just like, dang, my heart. My heart. But it's just like,
I hope you feel like Miss D don't come with you. I be just like venting, but I'll be like, bitch, I'm gonna take care of this. Like, it just fucked up, but I'm gonna do it.
Like, I no longer can offer you a solution. I think one person,
right.
And I was like, it was a guy, and he came to me, and he's just like, yeah, I don't got no place. And I was just like, I can refer you to a shelter.
Right.
Like, you can go there. Here's the number or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I have for you.
Yeah, you definitely can't let no man move. Yeah, that's craziness.
It's like, I don't want anyone living with me.
Right. I feel you.
Like, shit, I'll be wanting my son to live with me. Do you feel like you have the mental capacity to properly love someone?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah.
You like that shit?
Do. I feel like you gotta be a hell of a person. Like, I already have one or two people in mind that I'm willing to go all out for romantically. And, I don't know why it's not working. Don't ask me no questions, Ask them. I don't know. But just like, I would do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Anything for you.
It's just like, I know how I can get. I don't I'm grown up a little bit, so like I don't get blind, in love, but I definitely like, how I put this. I'm willing to go all the way for certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that it's in me. For a fact, I know it's in me. Yeah, I don't think it blocks me at all. It's just circumstances, right. It's circumstances. It's like, we're not together. If you're not going to commit to me, if we're not going to have an understanding, if I'm going to come second, I can't do it. So it's just like, it really depends, but I know it's in me. I got that love in me for sure. Like, there's no doubt about it.
I feel like the way a woman, especially a black woman, when she loves, she gonna love you. Trust me.
Well, I mean, some women are wolves, though.
Yeah, some. But I feel like when you can break down that barrier of a woman and she's like completely no walls up, she's being vulnerable, like I feel like the love that she will give you is just immaculate.
I don't know. I'm going to push back a little bit on that. And the only reason why is because there are some women that have that trauma. For instance, I have a bunch of trauma, but I feel like I think I'm able to compartmentalize, especially when it comes to romantic relationships. But there's some women they can't, you know what I'm saying? There's some women that feel like they have to protect themselves. There's some women that can't fall in love. And, they rather just sell their pussy or, they rather just be a player. I don't know. So I can't say all black women.
No more.
I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. I don't know why we doing this, but I'll put it. At the end of the day,
I feel like because even hoes can turn into housewives.
A hoe always gonna. I said this in a couple episodes ago. A hoe always gonna be a hoe.
Nah, because what if she found the Lord and she's changing her ways and she's actually being? I seen this what's it called on Facebook where she was a prostitute or whatever, but she had a change in life and she done found her husband and all that, and she shared her past with him and he accepted her for who she was.
You know what? Good for them. I'm not going to say it's 100% what I'm saying, but come on now. Listen, baby, I got a couple, what do you call those? I got a couple scenarios where these hoes is going to be, as soon as you fuck up a little bit, as soon as you don't give them the attention they want, as soon as you, don't rub their back how they want you to, as soon as you fuck up a little bit, that hoe gonna revert to her old ways.
Okay, well, we're not talking about hoes. We're talking about Miss D and Miss Rita, and to all the good women who be out here,
a great woman,
loving the life out of their man.
I be doing it.
Period. See?
I don't got a man though. Once again, Miss D don't got a man. You want to come put it down on me? I'm available. Pull up on me. Put it down on me. And I ain't talking about that dick. I'm talking about that love, that affection, that real shit. You want to put that down on Miss D? Miss D open.
Miss Rita, come on, give me some.
Period.
Or whatever.
Come get Miss Rita. Step up and claim your prize. That's what he said.
Claim your prize.
Period. You gotta be a certain kind of man, though. I can't stress that enough. I
feel like it's never going to be. It's like, I feel like what you need is a man to be out here being a man. Like, it's not a certain type of man. A man is going to be a man or whatever. It's like no in betweens. A man gonna lead. He gonna be that what you need.
But like I feel like men have like different definitions on what a man is. It has to be that way because there's no way y'all are trying to be men, but y'all still turn out bitch ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate it for y'all. So it's just like I feel like men have different perspectives on what a man actually is, because some people think it's only providing, some people think it's only protecting, some people think it's only I don't know, a mixture of the two. Some people think it's only just giving you dick, some people think it's only just, you know, helping you out. I don't know what people are thinking, but you know, people have different perspectives.
When the right man comes for you, it's just like, it's gonna be.
He already came, and I wish he said.
Question. Who came? Bitch, Santa Claus came to town. Say no.
With a big belly.
Who was
and
it?
a big dick. Huh?
Who was it?
Huh? What? Thank you for tuning this podcast. Thank you for tuning into.
Wait, before we go, I want to know, what are 6 qualities? What are 6 qualities you look for in a man?
I feel like he cannot be smaller than me physically. I have physical qualities. You just can't be like super smaller than me. I want to be clear. I have dated men smaller than me, but not too much motherfucker smaller. I have to be able to respect you and your size. Okay, real quick. That's that.
So that's one. I wanted 6 quick ones.
I'm trying. I'm going
to go into details.
I'm sorry. Okay.
So not small.
Not small. Know how to. I need to come. I need to come. You figure the fuck out.
Intimacy.
Yes, figure it out. I need to come. Miss D need to come. Third one, willing to give. Like, and it doesn't always have to be money. It could be just anything. Like, I mean physically give something though. I don't mean just like love and affection. No, I mean
romance, I guess.
No, because no, I mean just willing to give me. I don't know. Willing to give. I can't explain. Like, just okay, willing to give. The fourth one is you gotta have fucking good hygiene. I'm talking about immaculate hygiene. I can't play. Was that number 4?
Yeah, 5, 4.
Sounds like number 4. Number 5, you gotta be honest. Like, I don't want to deal with you if you're not honest, if you don't have integrity. I'm not playing. And number 6, I guess, I don't want you to be offended. Like, I need you to be able to have a real conversation with me and stop fucking around. Like, you can have emotions, yes, but please, for God's sakes, like, for God's sakes, like, I don't need you crying in the bathroom because I said, you know, some shit that's normal shit. I never said you was a bitch ass nigga. You'll never be nothing in life. You pussy ass nigga. I never said nothing like that. I don't even talk like that. I ain't call you the F word or nothing.
Hey, all right. So
why you look like that? Hold up. Why you look like that? Oh,
no comment.
What Miss Rita know, guys?
No comment. So, all right. So I think. Hold on, I wrote a list, but I'm gonna just name the main 6.
Go ahead. I want to hear this. She wrote a list. She said she put her bid off for her man right now, and she not even playing with y'all.
My list is the things I would like in a husband. There's the list. You right, guys. It's not that long right now. So. Okay. All right. So the main 6 that I would like.
Make it quick. Come on, Miss Rita.
All right. I want a man that's healed. You know, you want me to elaborate on it or just keep going? Healed. All right.
Yeah.
Chill. I want him to be patient.
Patience.
Honest. Intimacy, not just sex.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, you could elaborate for them. I just understand.
These some smart people out here.
You guys are smart because you follow us, so you got to be smart. You watching us? Smartness.
What was that?
5? No, 4.
Motivated. Knowledgeable. Sound like she's gonna keep going now. Hold up. What's that?
That's number 6.
Oh shit. All right. I'm gonna just name my whole list. All right. So it's healed, patience, honest, intimacy, motivated, kind, family oriented, confident, knowledgeable, respectful. I want him to be monogamous, romance, well-grown sense of humor, positive attitude, and of course, happy with himself. Because you cannot make Miss Rita happy if you're not happy with yourself. That's it.
I think I want to add one more thing to my list. Since you done named 75 things, God damn it. One last thing I want to add to my list is I want him to be a hustler. Because a man that has a good job is one thing. He can have a great job. If he loses a job, then what? If you don't have that hustle, you ain't gonna get it back.
Every day, you know you gotta hustle.
We want to know what y'all think about our new intro. Dun it, dun it, dun it. All right,
I'm Miss Rita.
I'm Miss D.
This is
the podcast. Do not forget to follow us on podcast,
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Twitter, YouTube, TikTok,
and we got some business cards for you guys.
Yeah. I'm about to pass them out.
Exactly. Thank you guys for tuning in, and you guys.
Wait, hold on. We gotta follow us at Sides of It Pod. You almost forgot.
SIDESOFITPOD.
Sides of It Pod in this bitch hole. Oh, sorry. Have a great night or day, whatever you have. Bye.